Welcome back. So now that the NHI bill has been signed into law, a lot of uncertainty still remains regarding what to expect going forward and how long it will take until the scheme is fully operational. Nick Andersen filed this report on what you should expect.
The NHI is here. Or is it? Well, it's now been signed into law, but it's actually still several years away from being anywhere close to being implemented widely. In fact, some government officials and medical experts have even been clear that true full implementation might even be as far as 30 years off. Despite heavy opposition from other political parties and several looming court challenges from medical aides, doctors' groups, and others, President Cyril Ramaphosa insists now is the time to trust his government.
Those who are fearful, those who are afraid, and I say, just think about the commitment that the governing party has always had to building South Africa as a sustainable, growing nation.
So what exactly is national health insurance, and what is its goal? The plan allows all South Africans to access free healthcare, paid for by the state, at any hospital or clinic they choose, private or public. This would mean that those without medical aids and money could still receive all their treatment at a private hospital of their choice. All of this will be paid for by the NHI fund, managed by the government and paid for by taxpayers. The NHI, once fully implemented, will only allow medical aid schemes to cover certain treatments and procedures that are not covered by the NHI. The hope is that most of the 8 million South Africans on medical aid will no longer need one, therefore not having to pay thousands of rand each month. Instead, South Africans with jobs and employers will eventually have to contribute to the NHI fund through some additions to their taxes. Despite ratification of the bill, there are no immediate changes to the public and private health sectors. In fact, in the next 12 months at least, nothing is set to be different for those with medical aids. The NHI itself will be rolled out slowly in phases and piece by piece. But according to NGOs and several other health professional-linked groups, there are big concerns over several grey areas in the NHI Act, especially when it comes to a clear rollout and way to link public and private healthcare.
There's very little detail on how we're going to get from the system we have now, which is an inequitable system, but one in which we have this big public sector that's actually, for all its problems, quite amazing in the number of people it manages to serve and the number of people it manages to train. It's hugely problematic. There are big problems with access, but we have this asset. We also have an asset in the private sector. There's an attempt to bring them together, but there's not a lot of detail on how we're going to do that and what the steps are going to be.
Medical aid giant Discovery also says it's willing to take legal action when necessary. In a letter to its customers this week, Discovery remained adamant that there will be no changes to cover for a significant time. On top of that, the company believes medical aid schemes will still be able to play a significant role, even when the NHI is eventually fully implemented.